And what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin USD analysis video. Now, I may be going over Chainlink as well, because some of you had requested it in yesterday's video in the comment section. So I know a lot of you take Chainlink very seriously, and rightfully so. So we will be going over both the pairs, okay, for Chainlink, BTC, as well as the USD pairing. That way you get a more holistic view on what is going on there. But let's first start off with BTC. Now, this is Bitcoin on that daily time frame. Now, for my last video, I told you that these white lines, okay, now they're the same lines. I haven't changed anything. They're all monthly levels, okay? And the darker gray ones here, the three darker gray lines, are weekly levels. So they're all very, very important on the much higher time frames, right? So the other thing I did mention to you guys was this green box territory right now that I was looking at as major resistance. Okay, but as you can see, Bitcoin did plow right through it on April 6th. Okay, the close of April 6th, we closed well above it, only to get rejected on that weekly level at around 7,428. By the way, for those of you who want me to kind of say the levels out loud, let me know in the comment section. That way I know that, you know, these are things that you're taking down, you're noting down or whatever, if some of you are doing that. But that is 7,428. Of course, I've kind of just eyeballed it. Okay, I kind of just zoom out on my charts and that's how I plot my lines, but this is all like an eyeball figure. That's the line I'm looking at as the weekly level. Now, like I said, we did close over that green box territory only to get rejected there. However, that is a weekly level and we still have quite a few more days left on the weekly before we close that candle. Anything can happen from now and then. But as you can see, today's close, we closed actually within the green box. And where? Now, there was one very important zone that I brought to your attention. If you just go ahead and put on your cloud, okay, there was this one line of resistance then that has now turned into support. Bitcoin has been using that as support, and quite beautifully, I may add. Like, it has not lost it. In fact, this daily candle closed right above it. We have been using that as support, and that line, of course, is sitting at 7,175. Now, that line has a lot of importance, not just on the daily time frame, but from the daily all the way up to the weekly, and that's why I had highlighted this level for you. Okay, but right now. So it's looking bullish, okay? The more immediate time frames is looking very, very bullish. I mean, just pan on over to your 4-hour time frame, guys. Like, it's very hard to question the bullishness on this chart. I mean, just look at the overall trend, right? I'm just going to get rid of all my lines. That way you can see what's happening. So we had this beautiful symmetrical triangle right here that was playing out. And we did break to the upside and we met the measured move. However, there was this one pattern, okay, that I completely missed. And I remember bringing it up to Sean's attention. Not the pattern, of course. I did not catch that on time. But I'm like, Sean, something happened here. I don't know what happened, but something happened here. But I was looking at this volume node. You see this volume node? It was too major. It looked like a break of sorts. Right? I was looking at that. I'm like, something took place here. Something happened here. We broke something to the upside. And it's only now that I saw it. I'm like, not a lot of people were talking about this. And it was funny. I'm like, no one was looking at a very obvious symmetrical triangle that actually played out on Bitcoin's chart. And this did break to the upside. The volume node, of course, followed, okay, a couple of candles later. This volume node right here. But that was a break, that was a legitimate break to the upside. And if you just go ahead and take the measured move off this triangle, right? Apologies for all the lines on my chart. Where does that take us to? That takes Bitcoin, that the measured move of this larger triangle takes Bitcoin all the way to 8,120, I believe. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and plot a horizontal line right there. I'll probably end up changing the color just so, you know, we can drive. There's a differentiating factor between our monthly levels and the measured move. So I'm going to go ahead, get rid of all these other lines. Okay. So now that we have that orange line right there, guys, that is the measured move of that overall, that larger symmetrical triangle that did break to the upside. This was the break right here. Okay, the measured move is sitting at 8,120. Now, question is, can we get up there? Okay, and I do think that, so I'm going to basically present a bullish case and a bearish case. Right now, on the more immediate time frames, Bitcoin is still looking bullish, right? We have not even lost. So we broke above that 12-hour cloud, and we have been using it as support since. I believe the bearish case over here is that if we close a 12-hour candle underneath inside the cloud, basically losing the 7,175 level, I will be looking for further continuation to the downside. Okay. However, right now price action is looking strong. And if we have a close over this gray line right here, which is also a weekly level as well as a 12-hour level, believe it or not, if we close the next 12-hour candle above this line sitting at 7,431, I will be looking for a move up to 7,775, which is a monthly level. This is not a small percent, guys. Okay, just from where price is at right now to the monthly horizontal, that's about 5.78%. Okay, so that's still a good sort of scalp to take if people are out there, you know, looking for scalps. But now questions, can we actually get up here, right? Can we get up to the measured move of this overall sort of symmetrical triangle? We could. Remember, right now, as things stand, it's going to be an if this, then that, if this, then that. On the more minor time frames, on the more immediate time frames, price is looking bullish. Okay, we are in bullish territory right now. It's moving well, right? It's moving up. I feel like the bulls are in control. And not just that, there's another thing that's kind of tipped me off. If you just go onto that, onto say the 1 hour time frame, okay, we'll just switch off all our drawing tools. But there's one thing that kind of, you know, struck me as, you know, not odd and not even weird. It was just interesting. You could extrapolate a lot of information from this. I was looking at this volume node right here. Now, this is what tells me that the bulls have a lot more leeway. Okay, there's a bit more oomph left in this move if they want to take this up a little more. But I was looking at this volume node right here, and what this is telling me is that they had to put in a lot of sell pressure. Okay, the bears had to put in a lot of sell pressure in order to take the price down, all the way down to that 1 hour Kijun. Okay, this was a nice, beautiful, you know, bearish head and shoulders that broke to the downside. This Kijun here was a measured move, so that was a good play. But it broke all the way down to the Kijun, but it took a lot of force from the bears to take it down there. But what do you see? What happened next, guys? Okay, we made a friggin' full retrace back to the top, and that did not take any effort from the bulls. Little to no effort. And what that is telling me, okay, is that those sell books right now, they are very, very thin. Okay, there are not a lot of people selling, which makes it easier for the bulls to go on and basically take price to the upside, right? So I was looking at this volume right here and this, the comparison between the two. Okay, and this is telling me that the sell books are very, very, very slim. Not only, so there are two parts of the story here. The first is the sell books are very, very thin. Okay, not a lot of people selling. And the second thing is that the shorts, okay, all the open short positions right now, they're sitting very, very comfortable in their trades. Okay, this push did not kick any of them out of their positions. Very, very few of them, if some did get kicked out. And I'm like, okay, so maybe even if this is a short squeeze, there's still a lot more to squeeze out. Okay, so that's the information that I'm extrapolating from this. Okay, and that's why I believe that this move, this bull move, could very well have, you know, more of an edge to it. We could see potential for the continuation to the upside. However, in order to really solidify that, I will be looking for price to close over this horizontal right here, okay, which is also a weekly horizontal sitting at 7,435. I believe if we can close over that level, okay, I will be expecting further continuation to the upside, meeting this monthly horizontal right here at 7,741, and quite possibly a move to this measured move of the overall, that larger symmetrical triangle at 8.1k. And guys, this is not just a measured move, okay? As you can see here, just look at these candle body closes here and opens. This is also a horizontal on the 12-hour time frame, and not just a horizontal. If you just go ahead and switch on your 200 moving average, simple moving average, you'll notice that this is also in line with the 12-hour 200 simple moving average. Okay, and in fact, not just the 12-hour, if you just go on to your 1 day as well, you'll notice that this is also the 1 day 200 simple moving average. Okay, and the 2 day, I believe that's 2 day as well. And yes, 2 day 200 simple moving average. So there is, you know, that is a major level. However, this white line here at 7.7K is still nothing to be scoffed at. This is a monthly level, and this too, guys, this too has a lot of confluence on it. If you just smack it on your chart and just go, you know, through your mango ribbon, you'll notice there is a lot of confluence on this region as well. But right now, guys, quite honestly, the lower time frames all the way up to the 12-hour time frame, it's looking bullish. Okay, it's looking bullish. It looks like it has a bit more oomph left in it before, if of course it has to be taken down. But I'm liking the price action right now on the bull side. So I think that's what's going for it on the bullish side. On the bearish side, however, quite honestly, the bears right now, the only thing that that's going for the bears right now is the overall price structure on the higher time frames, like the weekly. This is bearish price structure. We have lower highs and we have lower lows, and not just that, this is a bearish crossover setup, guys. This is a bearish crossover setup, and on a more probability standpoint, like, you don't see this often, guys. This is a, you know, we have a consecutive bearish crossover between that 21 EMA as well as that 10 SMA. The first bearish crossover happened here. Okay, this is the second one that we're getting in a row. So that's weak. Okay, that's weak. Also, we have the 55 over the 21 EMA. We could very well see price come up here, get rejected, and further continuation to the downside. But quite honestly, I think the prudent approach right now is going to be an if this then that. You're going to have to be able to pivot, okay, with price action. Do not dictate to the chart. Let the chart dictate to you. Okay, your job is only to be on the right side of the trade. So that's that for Bitcoin right now. On the more immediate time frames, like I said, the 12-hour closes in about 3 hours. I will be looking for price to close over this level here if we are expecting further push to the upside. This level is at 7.4K. Okay, weekly level, also a 12-hour level. And if I'm looking for bearish price action, first of all, losing that 4-hour uptrend is going to be the first thing to go. And second of all, basically a push. So this is a 4-hour uptrend, guys. And let me tell you something. When Bitcoin trends, it loves to trend on the 4-hour. Okay, this is my observation, and I have made a lot of money just plainly just following that observation. So this is the 4-hour uptrend. If this does see kind of further downside, I'll be looking for price to lose the 4-hour uptrend. But not just that, that's the 4-hour, but on the 12-hour, I think if we penetrate that cloud, okay, if we penetrate that cloud back into the cloud, basically breaking that that major level, okay, from my last video, 7,175, I will be expecting further continuation to the downside. And I think that will be the impetus of us actually losing, okay, that 4-hour uptrend. So this is Bitcoin USD for you. Let's get on to Link now, guys. Link BTC. Let's start off with Link BTC. As you can see, I already have my horizontals plotted. These are high-level horizontals, and here's my observation. I think Link is actually looking pretty damn good here. Okay. I feel like there's nothing in its way. We could very well come up to this region right here at 423 sats. Okay, if we start closing candles and look at the volatility, I feel like it's not even good. It's not going to give people an opportunity. It's just because these are very high. This is a very high volatility zone. It's probably just going to bar it up like that. But how about on the daily? So I noticed that we did break out of a pattern here. This was a very tiny, mini double bottom that we did see a break. We broke up and we met the measured move already. Okay, so that is done. That is not at play anymore. But if we want to see further continuation to the upside, honestly, I'll be looking for price to start closing over this level at basically that 4. Is it 4 something or 3.9? No, 395, apologies, 395. 395 sat level. Let's get onto those lower time frames, perhaps, so we can get a clear picture. This is bullish, man. This is freaking bullish right now, as in we are over the cloud, okay? If this price continues, I'm looking for that cloud to start switching green, quite frankly. But even on the 4-hour, this horizontal up here looks like a good horizontal to play off of, even on the 4-hour time frame. I think it's worked pretty damn well in the past too. So I think if we start closing 4-hour candles above this region, okay, above this 395 sat region, I will be expecting further continuation all the way to 4227. So right now I feel like Link is trending hard and trending strong, quite frankly. And notice that 10 SMA, and I think Link actually trends really well on the 4-hour. Yep, it trends really well on the 4-hour, guys. Just look at this trend right here. It never lost the 21 EMA, and when it started losing it, okay, that was your first tell that, hey, I think I want to cool off. Okay, you've lost it once, and then we had further continuation to the downside, officially losing that trend. So if you're looking for Link to maintain its trend, look for Link to maintain that 4-hour 21 EMA. Okay, I think it does pretty damn well on that, but right now, man, it's trending on something much lower than even the 1-hour. I think it's trending on the 30-minute right now. Is it? Okay, no, I think we have the 1-hour trend still going. So, I mean, it's freaking bullish, guys. I don't have much to say on Link. Actually, there is one more thing going for Chainlink BTC. Now, that would be abundantly clear if you just go onto your 4-hour time frame, okay, and switch on that 200 simple moving average, because this is something I caught while doing my analysis earlier this morning. And you'll notice that price has taken out that 4-hour 200 simple moving average. Okay, and as things stand, we are sandwiched between that upper resistance at around 395 sats and the 200 simple moving average on the 4-hour. Now, why I think this is a big deal is because price actually reacts really well relative to that 200 simple moving average. Believe it or not, if you just kind of zoom out, let's just put off that that cloud, zoom out, and just notice how price has reacted off of this. I mean, this is a very good level to kind of play off of. And while we are sandwiched between a resistance overhead and the support underneath us, it's just an easy trade to manage, guys. Okay, that's what makes, good trades good. It's about the trade being easy to manage, because at the end, it's all about probabilities, right? Every trade is a probability of either going to the upside or the downside, and getting it at a good level, okay, makes it very easy to manage. You know if you're wrong very fast, and that's what would make this one a good trade if you are someone who caught Link at that 4-hour 200 simple moving average. The trade has become suddenly very easy to manage. Okay, but this is what's going for Chainlink BTC. And let's get on to Chainlink USD, see what's happening there, because it's important that Chainlink USD is also trending well, and it is trending well. I believe that this is trending on what, 4-hour 10 SMA? And yeah, it's been trending on that 4-hour 10 SMA, so pretty much that 1-hour 21 EMA. But the one thing I want to bring to your attention here is this nice, beautiful, symmetrical triangle, okay, that's been acting as that has acted rather, because we broke up, so it is in the past, but that has acted as a beautiful reversal pattern on the on those lower time frames. Okay, that was a massive symmetrical triangle, which has even larger implications. And the measured move to this triangle actually takes us all the way up to this orange line right here at $3.61. Okay, that is the measured move of that beautiful symmetrical triangle. Now, question is, can we get up here? I think we can, okay, if we manage to hold a 4-hour uptrend. And by the 4-hour uptrend, I mean by, that 4-hour 21 EMA, albeit I do not want to see price just dump from here only to be held on that 4-hour 21 EMA, right? Because while it would be held at the 4-hour 21 EMA, we would be losing the overall bullish structure, and we do not want that. I want to see that 4-hour 21 EMA trudge up, okay? But no, I will be looking for that uptrend to be held if we want to see further continuation to the upside. But I feel like the more immediate sort of resistance overhead seems to be, let's go on to the 12-hour. We close the 12-hour not long from now. I think it's going to be here. Yep, right here, sitting at $2.88. Okay, that's the level I'm going to be looking for price to close above on the 12-hour time frame if I am looking for further continuation to the upside. Okay, somewhere here. So yeah, if price can start closing 12-hour candles above that, and yeah, look at that. God, I'm getting really good with my horizontals. But no, if we can close a 12-hour above that, I believe we're going to see further continuation to the upside. And I feel like Oh, I totally missed this. Holy shoot, I'm blind today. But no, we also have the 200 simple moving average sitting right above us on that 12-hour time frame. So yeah, I think that would be also a deciding factor if we can even close above that and start trending. And notice how this is going to be a very big cluster of resistance overhead, guys. So watch out for that. Okay, watch out for that on the LINKUSD time frame. We could very well see a pullback. However, if we break this to the upside and start closing candles over it, I'll be looking for further continuation, even possibly meeting the measured move, also the breakdown point of this beautiful M-like formation, okay, on the much higher time frame. So this is pretty much sitting at $3.61. I'll be looking for price to test that if we start trending above that 12-hour 200 simple moving average. And as you can see, the 12-hour has also done pretty damn well in the past, right? So that's something to take note of. But yeah, this is all I have for you for LINKUSD as well as Link BTC. I think they're both trending well right now. Okay, so just watch out for how price reacts to overhead resistance as well as to the support underneath us. And you want to make sure they maintain the trend if you are someone who is currently in a long position. Okay, and yeah, guys, that's all I have for you for today. So with this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way, guys. Ciao.